Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DC Live. We're thrilled to have you with us today for an exciting show filled with entertainment, information, and inspiration. But before we dive into the main event, we have a special treat for you. Our first commercial is about to roll, and it's something you won't want to miss. And don't forget, we've got some fantastic prizes to give away, so stay tuned for your chance to win big. We'll be also hosting a live Q&A session where you can interact with our hosts. Get those questions ready and don't miss this opportunity to engage with us. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be captivated by what's coming your way, because DC Live is about to kick off in style. Thank you for joining us, and let the excitement begin.
You want to know what NSG feels like? Let me show you. Are your clients living a restricted lifestyle? Not anymore. With NSG, you can be the key to addressing your client's hair loss concerns. Learn hair customizations that can transform your client's image. Promote your passion behind the chair while helping your future clients live their life with no boundaries. Break barriers and live an active lifestyle with no limitations. Join the movement and sign up today.
Hey y'all, hello to all of you lovely stylists and barbers out there, and welcome once again to our awesome Dream Catchers and NSG Live. Today you'll get to witness an incredible amount of free education, see our stylists transform their models right before your eyes, get the chance to sign up for our classes on our new discounted rates, plus an extra 5% off these amazing prices, but only if you sign up during the webinar. More importantly, you will find out why we're considered the best in the industry. We're here to answer your questions, showcase our amazing products and classes, and even give away some mind-blowing prizes. You'll want to stick around as these powerhouse hairstylists and artists right behind me enhance their models. Marlos and Josh will be showcasing how much profit you can easily make with these high ticket services. Also, we are welcoming the 3 top winners from the Battle of the Strands competition tonight. Here at Dreamcatchers, we're dedicated to not only providing the best quality hair, we're also providing the ultimate education. That way, our stylists can instantly make profit from their newly learned skills. During this exciting 2-hour extravaganza, you are welcome to call our amazing customer service team at 855-DREAM-TEAM. Sign up for either in-person or online classes at a discounted rate that only applies while we're live. And with that, let's get into the action. Let's get rolling. Josh, Marlos, I think we have a special guest here, huh?
Yeah, so before we get started, we have people that we should kind of like invite on to set, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
get going with that.
guys, come on over.
Come on
Everyone
over.
clap. This is a big deal with our winner,
Yes.
chicken dinner.
So we've got the 3 winners of the Battle of the Strands competition joining us tonight.
So we have Angel over here, who was our 3rd place winner.
Angel, how does it feel to be here? You got to be excited.
I am more than ever excited, honestly.
And then we have Kristen right here, our 2nd place winner.
Kristen, what do you want to? Anything you want to say?
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
And then our 1st place winner, Nikki Scandalous.
Nikki, how do you feel?
God, I'm freaking out still. I feel like I'm on that college. Yay!
It was amazing. She even came by our booth at Orlando, and she came in with bubbles and felt so excited, and we were so happy to see her come see us at the show. It was fun.
And we may get some bubbles later. You never know.
Yeah, never know.
Just
right?
might.
So,
All right, well, let's get to it.
yes.
Let's jump into it.
Okay.
So, Bonnie, we didn't get to tell them what these 3 girls are up to tonight over
Yes.
here.
So what is it?
They are actually getting to have fun collaborating on an install with one of our models. She needed some new hair, so they're throwing some fun new colors in on her. So, but I'll let them tell you a little bit more about
Okay.
what they got going
So
on.
they're going to work together and doing
They're
this.
going to work
Look at
together.
that.
So, yeah, they've never met before, and they get to
Here we
have this
go.
fun collaborating.
This is like a reality show. It's kind
I
of fun.
know it is.
And you know, that's one of the really fun things in our industry is getting to collaborate with other artists. Like
Exactly.
I've
Always
made
fun.
some lifelong bonds with other stylists in our industry from
Completely.
coming together in like different events and shows and stuff like that. So this is a really great way to come together in our industry and make new friends.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So let's start off, and Josh, this time, Marlos, we're going to take our time, so we can get people to really get the education behind this and see exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
So Josh, I'm going to take it here with you, and Why don't you fill us in on what is going on, the magic you're creating?
So right now I am doing Kelly's re-app. She typically comes in every 5 to 6 weeks or so.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm turning this way. The camera's over. You guys are all over here, so we're going to talk over here. So Kelly
come
usually
over here
comes in
so
about
that
every
confuse
5 to 6 weeks or so. So right now I'm going in and I'm removing her system. Really cool thing about this, and this is a great option that you guys can do when you're working with NSG behind the chair, is have 2 systems for your client. That way, when they come in, you can do the removal, clean their scalp, set this system aside to clean later on today. And once I have her scalp cleaned, I have her other system actually sitting over here, prepped and ready to go. So tonight we're showing you guys all about how quickly and how easily you can make profit doing these high ticket services like NSG, non-surgical hair replacement, and Dreamcatcher's hair extensions.
This looks
So-
amazing, by the way. I would have never known she was NSG.
Right?
It looks so
Josh,
real,
the,
natural.
the
Oh my
little
God.
trick that you're doing with having 2 systems, I've actually done that with tape-ins for
Oh,
years.
it's
I tell my
life-changing.
clients they have to have 2 sets because that way I don't have to have them sitting in my chair while I'm doing that maintenance with them. I can do it later at my own time. They can get in, get their hair removed, get their new hair put back in, and then they can go and they don't have to sit in the salon all day long.
Exactly.
And I don't know about any other stylists, but me, when I have a client just sitting in the chair and I'm not physically working on them, I'm over here doing something for them, I feel that pressure. Like, I gotta hurry. Like, if they're sitting in the chair, I don't want to make them wait too long.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm all about that,
Exactly.
work efficiently.
Absolutely. Now, tonight, as we progress through the night, I'm going to be adding up the profit that I'm making based on the clients that I'm going to have in my chair. Now, what I'm doing as far as that is I'm going based off of a low end kind of like basic like starting point for a maintenance service, which generally we suggest starting at about $150. Out of that $150, the product cost is going to be roughly 15 or so, making my profit for each client $135, which is really cool. And tonight you guys are going to see how quickly that is going to add up as I work through different scenarios. So again, I'm just working in. I'm going to turn her
We want to
around
get a
this
like
way
a close up, maybe.
so that everyone can see what I'm doing. Janice, go ahead and get on nice and close up in here. So I'm just going in and I'm removing Kelly's system. Now, it's very important that your clients are really on top of their maintenance appointments. That way they're not running into any adhesive breaking down and seeping out. Kelly is always really on top of it, making sure that she's in at her scheduled times. She takes very good care of her hair. In fact, she actually had a system, what was it, 15 months? She had
Wow.
a system that had lasted her 15 months.
I
What
talk
is the
about that in
average,
almost
Josh?
every one of my classes.
So the average is anywhere from I usually say about 6, 8 months, depending on how well
15. Kelly, you
Yeah.
go. See, it's all about the maintenance you do in your home.
it is. Home hair care and the maintenance schedule. If if your client is taking care of their hair at home and on the proper maintenance schedule, it can definitely last, quite a while. I've even had systems, so I'm, not just an NSG educator, but I also wear NSG myself. I've had systems last, 8, 10 months.
And you're very active too.
I am very active. I'm outdoors often. I'm pretty active. I'm sure you guys saw in that little intro video. I even do really crazy shit in my life, like skydiving.
And it's still, and everything was good.
And I'm able to do that with NSG and with the confidence that my hair is going to look great no matter what. And if you guys are seeing a little bit of redness on her scalp, it's not a reaction. She has what's called reactionary skin. Yes.
And that's very
So-
common with redheads because I
It
come from a
is.
redheaded family. I have reactionary skin as well. I show in every one of the classes. But if you'll notice as he's going through the process later on, it'll calm down and fade away. It's just because the skin's being messed with.
Yeah.
Her and I talk about that all the time, having that sensitive skin.
So common in redheads. Interesting. Okay.
Yes. Even like people that are fair skinned. So like even myself, when I get my system removed, my scalp for a minute after having it removed
Pink.
is a little pink.
That's
But
normal.
it's not painful. I'm not having a reaction. It's just reactionary. So it's from, pulling the, I just inhaled a little bit of release solvent. It's just from removing the system. So it's, as long as you're doing it properly and using the proper products, which we teach you in all of our classes, you're not going to cause harm on your client's scalp.
And speaking of classes, Josh, let's go through
Yes.
that. Let's go through what you're getting in
Go ahead and tilt your head back for me.
hands-on, online. Give it to me, everything.
Yes. So we have a few options to get certified with NSG. We have hands-on, we have online, as Bonnie Jill just said. Our online, you can do from the comfort of your own home at your own pace. Some people, take a week, maybe 2 to complete it. Some people get it done. We've had some people,
2 days.
like 2 days completing it, which is really
A
quick.
day to watch the videos, a day to do their practical.
Okay.
So, so there's the online and the hands-on options. In the hands-on, it's a 2-day in-depth class where you have one of our educators or one of us, literally, walking you through it. So we've even had people where, like, if we have to hold your hands to walk you through this to make sure you understand it and you have the confidence to do this, that's what we will do. And we recently reduced the price of our courses, and these prices are insane. So for example, our online used to be $9.99, and it has been reduced to $6.99.
Huge savings.
Huge savings. But our hands-on, you think the online is a huge savings? The hands-on was typically $14.99, and that has been cut. See, I'm even shocked I can't talk.
Or your high.
You never know. That has been reduced down to $9.99. So that's
Those are
saving you
summer
$500.
Yep. These are summer
Also
savings.
with the hands-on, when you sign up at that $9.99, you're not just getting that 2-day hands-on experience. You're also getting the entire online course as well for no additional fee. And then in addition to that, you get this whole kit over here. Janice, if you can kind of
Yes, this kit. Do you
weave
wanna go
over
over this
here
now,
real quick.
Josh?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
jump
let's
into
do
it
it.
since
So
we're talking about it.
this kit is
So-
pretty amazing. It's got everything.
Whether you're signing up for hands-on or online, you get this entire kit. Now, everything I'm going to be using in my processes tonight, I'm going to be taking straight from this kit. So everything I use, you will receive when you sign up for a hands-on or online class. So
We've
you
got
get,
time, Josh. So let's go through this.
yeah, so you've got all of your solvents, your adhesives, your tape, everything in here. You've got your tools for mold making. You've got the twist and turn brush, which is amazing.
that.
I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in a bit. You get your spray bottle, and then up here you get, one of the things is, the manual, or as I like to call it, as Bonnie Jo just said, the Bible of non-surgical hair replacement. This is loaded with everything that you're going to need to know from start to finish, everything about hair replacement. So this is loaded with a ton of amazing information. You have your Babyliss Pro trimmers, which this is empty because I actually already took them out. They're sitting right beside you.
You love them that much.
These are amazing. You get these large NSG scissors, which can be used for cutting your NSG tape, which you guys will see me using tonight. You get this, let me set this down for a second. You get this zipper pouch that has your scissors, your texture shears, your feather blade handle, and your tweezers, which again, you'll use throughout the process. I mean, this is loaded with everything, not just for the class, not just everything you're going to use for the class, but also to get started in your journey with non-surgical hair replacement. So, and again, you get this whether it's hands-on or online. So if you're signing up for online at $699, you get this kit. Not only do you get all of this, but you also get a mannequin head and you get a rolling cart that this attaches to, and we'll show you guys that in a little bit.
All of that.
All of that. That's all included for that price, which is
Crazy
unheard
if you really think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, getting all of
it
that.
really is. So I'm going to jump back into,
Yeah, Kelly's like, we can't
We're
even,
gonna-
Kelly can't see right now. Sorry, Kelly, we had to go through that.
and again, I'm just working this off.
Amy, we want to give her a shout out. She already signed up for June 30th and July 1st.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
In Clarksville, Tennessee.
Someone said they just got signed up for, that's amazing.
Marlis, you want to head on over to you?
Yeah,
while
come
Josh
see
is.
what I'm up to. It looks like he's about got that offer, Kelly.
All right, Marlis, let's see what we're doing here over at the DC, the Dream Catchers.
Yes. So similar to what Josh is doing, I'm going to show how much you can make behind the chair within a certain time period. For me, I started off, I will tell you, I knew in beauty school, I said I want to do extensions full time. That was my goal. I knew it when I was in beauty school, and I knew I wanted to do fun colors, which I managed to get to do both of those, and combining the two together, never even anticipated that, but I absolutely loved it. And I started within the first 2 years, I focused first on honing my skills a lot with, cutting color, blowouts, all those other things that are the foundation of being a stylist. But then after that, I wanted to dive in to focus on learning extensions. So I did. And I
Having your niche.
Yes, having that niche. And I have gotten to do so many different variations of hair extensions and hair replacement things over the years. Mesh integrations, top closures, sewing and weaving, back in the, so many things before a lot of the modern methods that we have now were even in existence.
Right.
And so I got to that point, like at first I was like, started building my extension clientele and I was still taking color and stuff like that. I got to the point I had to stop taking color clients. I had to stop taking haircuts and I had to focus just on my extension clients because it kept me so busy. And I, absolutely love that. And when I first started out, I was also taking anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to do a client because I'm a perfectionist. I wanted everything to be perfect.
But I love that. You're OCD. I like that.
I am. And I wanted everything to be perfect. So it really took time. But as I continued to practice, and I'm telling you, I didn't just practice on my clients. I practiced on mannequin heads at home. I practiced even on my husband because my mentor told me if you can do extensions on 1 inch of hair, you can almost tackle any situation that comes in your chair. So I literally told my husband, sit down, you have 1 inch of hair and I'm fixing to put extensions in your head. He of course did not keep them. It was just a practice row, but we did it anyways. And so getting that practice in and perfecting and getting faster
reps, right?
and faster. Yeah. And I remember I had a client asked me one time, and she's a sweet woman. This is not anything bad. But she said, since you've gotten so fast, do I get a discount now? And I said, no, I actually worked really hard to give myself a raise. And she said, I never thought about it that way. She goes, she goes, I'm so sorry, I'll never ask again. I said, no, it's okay that you asked because it allowed me to give you the opportunity to show I've been working on my skills to get faster and give myself
And better,
a raise.
more efficient.
Yeah. And so, behind the chair, I was doing an average of 3 to 4 extension clients a day. And so I want to show how fast you can maximize your time. So tonight on my book, she's getting a bump up, an adjustment. She's just got her new extensions in about 5 weeks ago. It is summer though. And sometimes what we see in summer is cylinders can turn colors just a little bit. Sometimes maybe if you've been in certain products or chlorine, it can try to eat the paint off of it.
Right.
So even though her sections are still great and everything's great, I'm just going ahead and I am just like popping open the cylinders.
Gotcha.
Janice,
do you want to zoom in on this to show the cylinders?
Yeah. So I'm just popping it open. So I'm still doing an adjustment, but I'm doing a bead switch out with my adjustment. So I'm going to clean out that shedded hair. I still have a hold of the exact same section. I'm going to go ahead, slide my new bead on. And then I just want to make sure I don't have any crosshairs, get it nice and cleaned up. I'm going to take it right back up to that section and then close down tight. So she's getting a nice fresh bump up, but we're just making sure she has those great cylinders. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a refusion. So, and hopefully I'll get it all done in 2 hours.
You did me before this.
I did your adjustment before we got in here. And it went pretty fast.
You guys are really quick.
I've definitely been doing this for a while.
I got through like 4 emails and you were done.
I know. I'm almost done with this row, and I think we've only been going for like 18 minutes.
Models, can we give a shout out to Crystal, who just signed up for 14 classes in Clarksville?
Oh, yay.
Both
and
Tennessee, yeah.
So speaking of signing up, let's talk about the DC classes and what's going on with this. So first off, we have incredible prices going on for the summer. We have a big summer sale for our DC classes. Our online is normally $4.99. It is on sale for $3.49 right now. And then the hands-on class is normally $6.99. It's on for $3.49 right now. Plus, if you sign up tonight, you're going to get 5% off.
5% off just for tonight.
Just for tonight. And that's DC and NSG. If you sign up tonight, you're going to get that 5% off.
Shelby Warren just signed up.
Good. And honestly, can we take a peek at the kit real quick and let me show how worth it this is?
Yeah, because this kit is great. Just like the NSG, this DC kit Not only looks great, but it has everything you need.
100%. I mean, I can
Let's
tell you
go
right
through this,
now,
Marla.
because I work a lot with this stuff and know what everything costs. Like, this alone is worth that price.
Right.
For sure. You get the color swatch that has all of these beautiful colors. And I will have to say, I'm sure there's probably going to be more on this coloring very soon.
Yes, I know you've been working on some
I
stuff.
don't know if I'm allowed to say, but be looking for some things coming. And you might get to see a sneak preview of one of them tonight. Who
Ooh,
knows?
oh, maybe. Okay.
And then we have this phenomenal K-tip machine. I love it. It's got the little Dreamcatcher sticker on it. It's got this great tip that you can get in there. It's perfectly sized to our K-tips. Heat control. It's phenomenal. And the cool thing is it comes with this little heat pouch that helps protect it. That way you don't burn stuff. Because if there's someone that can burn something, I promise you I can do it. So usually myself. And then we have this awesome kit.
You love that.
I do. I love this tool belt. It's going to come with your razor holder. It's going to come with a pair of shears. And then some people ask sometimes, do we have lefties of these shears? We don't, because these are not meant for cutting the hair. They're usually for cutting things associated with extensions.
Yep.
Maybe if you're cutting your K-tips down, things like that. I'm a lefty, so I can use it with either hand. And then we have the amazing snub nose pliers. Love
And I
these
love the
things.
rainbow.
Oh, I love
That's
the
what I
rainbow.
love
It's always my favorite. Again, falls into that bright colors and things that I
Branding
love.
hair, dream catchers.
Yes. And then, of course, we have a rat tail comb. We have both I-tip and weft cylinders. We have 6 colors of I-tips, and then we have 4 of wefts. We have our DC threader. And let me tell you, the thing I used to use when I first started with extensions was this long metal stick. And, you know, if that thing fell, there were cylinders everywhere all over the floor. This thing, I could drop it. They don't fall anywhere. I love that thing. And then we, of course, have our clip catchers. It's got all of your clips to hold all the hair. We've got heat shields. We have Velcro strips. We have solvents for your extensions. This cute little weft kit's got everything that you need to do the wefts. And then this thing is absolutely amazing.
Oh, this is very important.
It's a tripod selfie stick. And so it opens up, you can set it up, take your content, but it also has like a little Bluetooth remote control. And so it makes it very easy if you're setting it up to record yourself, you can just hit the button and go. So it's going to come with all 4 methods of your training hair, replacement tape, a pop socket, which I recently found a great use for these.
You did talk about that because we mentioned that last live.
Yes, I stick it on into my cabinet and I hang all my threaders on it. It's like perfect. And then it comes with a cape, an apron, some decals. So,
and let's show how it looks because it is really
Yes.
pretty too.
it's so pretty with all 4 of the systems.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And if you're doing concierge work, which I used to do a lot of concierge work, I still do a tiny bit. And you can easily just take this and go. So
Great for traveling. Yep.
it is really great for traveling. So for these prices right now, you really can't beat it.
You can't. 'Cause
Not-
just this itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like $249 or $349. You could easily spend on so many things, but to get education in all 4 of the most used methods in the industry, which is I-tip tape, K-tip, and weft,
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
you can't get that price anywhere else. And the quality of education I feel that we give, not to toot my own
Well,
horn,
it's the
but
best of the
I think
best.
we
Yep.
truly created the best education
It really
possible.
is.
So,
You have a fan. Ralph says hi, Marlis.
oh, hi, Rod.
Monty is asking, what are you showing in the online class?
We show everything. We actually, for both NSG and DC, it's not just we're just sitting here with the book going through things. We have theory portions of our video where we do have a screen up and we're talking about certain aspects, things that don't require a client in the chair. And then we have the practical portions. For like dream catchers, we are literally doing, showing hybrid methods, simple installs, densities, and we show physically how to do it. And we are super zoomed in and give you step-by-step details of everything you need to do throughout the entire process.
Oh, that's great.
We
Okay,
make
good.
sure that they've got everything that they need. And we also teach how to do a no-show row in our class, which is massive in the industry. Everybody loves when they're wefts if you flip it up. We got a no-show row on
Yeah, you have it on me. I was about to say, yeah.
So if you flip it up, throw your hair in a ponytail. 'cause
Which is great because I love wearing a pony.
Yes, especially here
Yeah.
in Texas. And so you don't see those beads. There are people that are charging $4,200 alone just to teach that and that alone. That does not even include I-tip tape, anything else. That's just how to do a no-show row. And that is included.
And they're not dream catchers or not you guys. so-
Exactly. And that is included in our education for
That's
no additional
fantastic.
cost. So
One more thing I want to ask you, Marlis, you see that. Certified in iTip and tape with you, do I need to redo the entire class or are there add-ons?
So right now, all of our hands-on courses are the 4-in-1. So it would be a great time to get a refresher for that.
Right.
Or if you're just wanting to do the online, you could always do the K-tip and weft on there. And then you could just kind of, just go through the I-tip and tape ones, but you don't have to necessarily get recertified in them. You don't have to reprove yourself. You're already certified. You could just always do it as a refresher.
It is a good refresher. And I know you're always adding
Refresher's
to the
always
Bible,
great.
so maybe there's more things that are always popping up, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, even though I'm an educator, I still always love to watch videos, relearn,
You can always
refresh my
learn.
mind, because there's always so much to learn.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to come back over to you.
Yeah, let me show this just a little bit better.
So I want to end with you before we go to our commercial, and then we're going to hit our winners.
So like what I was talking about earlier, can you see good, Janice? Get on up in here. So because a little bit of the paint has chipped off, I'm going to go ahead and replace these. So I'm just squeezing it open. I'm taking it off and I'm still holding that same section, but I'm going to clean open and away that shedded hair. Now taking my same section, I'm going to switch, put this bead on, slide up a new one, and then make sure her weft is sitting right there at the top where it needs to. Slide up and close. And that's literally it.
Wow.
So this is a bead switch out adjustment. But do we want to, real quick before we go to commercial, peek on the girls over there and see how they're doing?
Yeah, one more question,
Oh,
because you
yeah.
were talking about the invisible. They said, is that something that you can get
It
online
is
class
in the
or
online
only
class.
hands-on?
Nope.
Okay.
It actually, the most detailed education is going to be in the online training for that
Perfect.
no-show, because in the class we really cover a lot of the foundations. But I always tell everybody, even in the hands-on class, the two really pair together well. Even if you're taking the hands-on class, still go watch the online videos, because you're going to see real-world practical installations, what we
Okay.
would do on a client, how we would address certain situations, and you get to see the no-show row being actually done versus just us covering it in classes on a mannequin.
Right.
So I feel like
Exactly.
it's very effective watching
Perfect.
online.
Good. Thank you for answering that.
Of course.
Ladies, how are y'all? I want to get to know y'all. So first of all, like, where did you fly in from?
You were Texas. Yes, right? I'm not getting on a plane now. I'm only 3.5 hours away. In Texas.
Okay. And how long have you been part of the Dreamcatchers family?
Almost 7 years. Yeah.
Sure, it's changed your life. 7 years, that's a long time you've been devoted. Talk about all the different ways that you've changed from now using this.
Hair extensions are my #1 thing in my salon right now. So of course, I don't know. That's just life changing right there, because it's big services. And blonding is my other #1. So putting both of those together have really changed my life, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
7 years ago, so were you doing the hands-on or did you do the online classes?
I did online. I was at a hair show when I was in hair school in Houston, and they were right there, and I did it. And
The rest is history. Now you're here and winning money and, all of that. Angel, so tell us about your journey with DC NSG. Where did it all start?
So I started like last March, I believe. And honestly, like extensions and blonding is like my main things in the salon. And my favorite things about it is just like how much you can totally transform a guest experience with, just the confidence and, like people are addicted once they get extensions. They're like, this is like
They're lifers.
yeah, like me, yeah. Yeah, they are like, they're not missing their appointments. They're coming in at their weekly adjustments, and like they will never go a day without their hair ever again, because they just love how it makes them feel. And that's honestly why I started doing hair to begin with, is to make people feel better. So yeah, it makes it.
Do you have any stories of maybe a specific client that you really did change their life and their confidence?
Mostly just
Oh, I have one. Okay. With that, though, this is going to be a cliffhanger. So we're going to go to commercial, but I want to get back to this story because it sounds like it's a good one. All right. We'll be back here.
If your love for hair burns bright, it's time to turn your passion into profit. Dreamcatchers Hair Extensions help you build the six-figure business you've dreamed of. We have head educators ready to teach you a whole new level of artistry and success through our hair extensions. Imagine the thrill of giving clients the volume, length, and the confidence they crave. Sign up for a Dreamcatchers class and never experience an empty chair. Also, take advantage of our summer certification special. Learn all 4 systems for an unbelievable $249 for online classes, or $349 for our 2-day hands-on classes. With these amazing prices, not only does this include our certification, but you also get this incredible toolkit valued at over $400, which contains every component you need to do all 4 systems. More services equals more money. It's that simple. We don't just provide education, we equip you for success. Our marketing materials make it easy to convert interest into paying clients. Dreamcatchers hair extensions aren't just a service, they're the key to transforming your career. We all know that we are in a service industry, so it's clear the more services you offer, the more money you will make. It's not as hard as you think. Dreamcatchers helps you go from classes to clients with ease. A lot of stylists get certified in advanced color, cutting, etc. So why not add the most profitable service in the industry to your portfolio and get certified with Dreamcatchers? Sign up now and give every client the hair of their dreams while also maintaining that 6-figure income goal. Elevate your skills and maximize your earnings with Dreamcatchers. Sign up with Dreamcatchers and find out how by calling us at 1-855-DREAM-TEAM.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career behind the chair and start turning your passion into profit? We want to help you build your career from the ground up. With the proper tools and education, you can outshine your peers and make money that exceeds your highest expectations. Raise the bar with NSG and learn the magic of non-surgical hair replacement. NSG is beyond an aesthetic service. You're not just offering hair replacement, you're offering a life-changing experience. Also, take advantage of our summer certification extravaganza for a limited time only. Whether you sign up for classes online or in person, you're guaranteed the best education at the most affordable price. When you join our live webinar, you'll receive a 5% discount on both our online and hands-on courses. We also provide marketing strategies that streamline clients straight to your chair. Join the NSG network and be certified alongside the best of the best. Achieve business excellence and a 6-figure salary while creating a new level of confidence for yourself and your clients. NSG, the most profitable service in the industry.
Welcome back to NSG and DC Live. And as you saw, right, Marlis, that ad really showed you how much you're saving and how much more you'll save today by signing up during our live.
Absolutely. And it's going to be an
You
additional,
don't need the mic.
I didn't have mine. It's going to be an additional 5% off even those prices that you saw. So now is the time to get signed up. You can't beat this. Lowest ever.
And we love all of you and all of you that are here with us tonight. So we want to make sure that we kind of give back a little bit. We're going to give some prizes, and they're always great prizes. Josh, what do we have?
Well, I think Marlis is going to go.
Marla, sorry.
Oh, yes, yes. So the first one we have is going to be the Babylist Pro Nano Titanium Flat Iron. One of the things I love about this, especially doing extensions, is because it is so long and narrow, you can really get up close and get very precise because, again, I'm kind of a perfectionist and I love that precision. So this is going to go to Backlot John from Instagram. Congratulations.
And how do they get their prize?
You're going to get your prize by emailing social media at Dreamcatchers. Make sure you add that S on the end at .com. And then you need to send in your name, your what your handle is, what we just gave, your address, and your phone number. That way they can get the prize sent out to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Josh,
And next, we have another Facebook viewer. This is Monty Sereno. So you are getting a pair of Babylist clippers. These are amazing. We use these every day behind the chair here at NSG. These are an amazing tool to have in your arsenal. So again, Monty Sereno from Facebook, you just won these, so make sure to send an email to socialmedia@dreamcatchers.com. Send your name, your address, and your phone number, and also don't forget to send in your handle so that we know that we're sending this out to the right person.
Yes. I got it.
And our last prize, right? Is our last one?
Yes.
I love this.
The Babylist Pro Titanium
Oh my
blow
God,
dryer.
I love this blow dryer.
This blow dryer is amazing. It's so lightweight. It's got
You can
multiple
travel with it.
nozzles. Yeah, and probably one of my favorite things is I've never seen a blow dryer have this. It has a little nozzle with almost like a little comb on the end of it. So while you're blow drying, you can actually kind of be like smoothing your hair out at the same time. Phenomenal little feature.
And, you know, the first time I saw this blow dryer, like when we unboxed it, I was like, oh, that's small.
It's so little.
It's
Yeah.
not going to be
It's
great.
not the size,
I turned it
Josh,
on,
okay?
and I was like, holy shit, it is so powerful.
It is very super powerful. So this is going to go to Natalie P from YouTube. Congratulations.
There we go. So thank you so much for watching. Keep those comments, keep those questions coming because we're going to keep answering them. And then you may actually win a prize.
Oh, yeah. Now I think you
might.
got a big story
I
you got to get back
do.
to. We left him on a cliffhanger.
Yes. Angel, we're going to come back to you. I know it may be a sad story, but it's a good story because it's life-changing. That's what we do here at DC. So, all right, tell us about the story. Where is your salon at?
So I am in a salon located in Western Maryland. I'm at Studio 757. And so the story is actually from the guest who actually won me this entire thing. Like it actually works out perfect that you say that. Yeah, so honestly, it was a full circle moment. So she came to me, she was a first time guest, like I've never colored her hair or anything, and she just had a random consultation on Tuesday morning, and she was telling me that she was having a lot of like postpartum hair loss. She just had a baby, he's 10 months old, and she was having a lot of like confidence lows because of, you know, she has a lot of long hair, but she was having a lot of like, you know, shedding and thinning.
Wasn't feeling her best.
Exactly. And, you know, especially like being like a mom, it's really hard.
Going through post.
Emotions in general, you know, it's just very hard. So she wanted to talk to me about extensions, and so we colored her hair, and then we did a consultation, we put her extensions in, and that's who I made my video with. And she looked at me for the first time in the mirror after we installed her extensions, and she's like, I've never felt this happy about my hair in years. And that was the part that like made me almost want to like break and behind my chair. I was like, oh no. But
They gave you that I'm actually changing lives here, right? It's not just a job. It's something that you're actually doing to pay it forward.
yeah, it's more than just a piece of hair. It's what happens to people's emotions and confidence. And
Have you seen it now? Every time she walks in the salon, she kind of has a little swagger to herself now.
yeah, she has that glow in her look, and you know, she just feels so much better, and it rocks my
When you
world.
talk about it, it kind of warms your heart too, right? It really, you know, you did something for her, but it always means almost as much to you.
It really does.
I love that. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So we got Texas, we got Maryland, and now Nikki, where are you from?
I am from Florida.
Yeah, hot Florida. You went from hot to hot.
Yes, for real.
So Nikki, you were our big winner. I remember seeing your video and how much time you took into doing that video, but
13 hours.
wow, 13 hours. And now how long have you been with us with the family?
I'm a newbie with Dream
What does newbie mean?
So I've been certified for probably like 5 months, maybe. Yeah, I'm a newbie.
I love this. We've got veteran here, and then we've got the newbie.
Yeah, I'm a newbie, but like I really love this company, and
Why? Why? Tell us why you, how much, and why.
What's kind of funny is like when I was in hair school 7 years ago, Dreamcatchers was the brand that I heard of the most. And I just felt like everybody had Dreamcatcher extensions, and like
Where the cool kids go, right?
I always wanted to be certified. So like this is so cool that yeah. I'm here in all of this.
Your certification, was that online or was that hands-on?
Yes.
Do you remember how, because it wasn't that too long ago, can you tell some viewers, you know, what you actually experienced?
I actually feel like really special because Geraldine is with you all. She is with a salon. She has a salon in Orlando, actually. And I've become friends with her because I'm a hair slayer. Anyways, I reached out to her personally and I was like, I need a Dreamcatchers class in Orlando. How can we make this happen? She made it happen. And then there was a class in Orlando, so that worked out for me.
Wow, and we just had our show in Orlando, and I think, didn't you stop by?
That premiere, and I had to stop by the booth, and I had to meet everybody. It was so cute.
So we kind of went through like, you know, different journeys. Is there any story? I mean, I know you just kind of started with DC, but is there any story or any client that sticks out to you that has been, you know, a game changer?
So I feel like with all of my clients, like extensions is just life changing. Like even me personally, like I've been wearing hair extensions since I was 12 years old. It's an addiction, but it's the best addiction. But really, like honestly, the story I kind of wanted to share with you all was like even me like winning this kind of money. So when it comes to me, I'm a very like spiritual person. And I wrote myself a check for $20,000 before I won the $20,000. And
You're like a vision board kind of thing, right? And it makes it happen.
yes. So like I just feel like I want to inspire other people out there to do the same. Like if you want something, like write it down, you know,
Believe in yourself.
yourself and you can have like even with this video, like I thought of every little detail. I wanted to show Dreamcatchers the brand. I wanted my model to be, I bought every Dreamcatcher on Amazon because I wanted her to like have her face flow through it. Like I wanted to put a full image together. So
It was
like,
seriously so good.
thank
Yeah, it
you.
was.
Really good. What I love about all y'all is that the fact that it's not just like, oh, I'm going to work. Actually love what you do. It's a career. It's a lifestyle. It's everything, right, Angel?
Absolutely. It's truly more than just hair and, just, oh, I'm just, putting some hair in, taping it in, sewing it in, whatever it may be. Like it changes people's lives, and that's the coolest part of being in the hair in general.
So I could tell you were saying the same thing. This is more than just going and clocking in every day.
I love my job. 100%.
Now, Nikki, so I know y'all are collaborating together right here on this beautiful model. So what can you tell me?
Okay, so she is going to have 2 rows, and we used for this row, we have the S1 and the 02 sandwiched right now, and we're gonna do another row, and we have a whole trio going on here. So she's gonna have some lightness going through, almost like a balayage effect.
Yeah. Angel, what can you add to that?
So since, of course, we're here on set and don't have time to color, extensions is also another perfect way to add in color without actually touching the hair with any chemicals.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, we have canvas and we want to add some brightness in there. And it's also a time-saving technique too, so especially if you have somebody who has like vivid colors and they just want to add like a couple little peekaboos here and there. You could just throw some quick pieces in there and save yourself, 4-6.
Right. That's great to add. I love that. Kristen, anything you want to add to this?
Don't forget to color match with your coloring. That's what we did. And we put it through her ends, even up by her root. And she's going to have almost a perfect blend without color.
That's great. It's so good to meet you guys and learn more about your story, but I'm going to be back. Don't think I'm not going to be put a mic back in your face. But you guys finish here and we're going to come back over. Josh, we've made a lot of headway over here.
Yeah.
So I know you went and washed and did all of that. Catch us up to where you're at.
Yeah, so I've already gone in. I cleansed Kelly's scalp.
Okay.
I prepped her scalp, so I, shaved down the regrowth on the top. I wiped her scalp down with ISO 99 to make sure she's got no oils or anything left there from me, touching her scalp or from the removal. I retaped her, and then I taped the hairline on her system, which is right beside you.
Okay.
Now, since her system is dried and ready to go, I'm going in and I'm blow drying her natural hair before I lay the system down. That way, once I lay the system down, we're pretty much set.
Okay.
So I'm, again, just finishing up with a quick blow dry on her natural hair, and then we will get this going. Now, one thing I wanted to kind of like touch on, I heard the girls over there talking about how, the extensions, are life-changing for their clients and stuff like that. And that's the same for NSG.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially, when you have someone that's been dealing with some type of hair loss, whether it's, male, female pattern baldness, alopecia, scarring, anything like that, it's going to affect them, and I feel like, even those that are like, oh, it doesn't bother me, I don't care about it, blah, blah, blah. Deep down, It does.
Well, Josh, I don't want to throw you in, under the spotlight, but you could talk about your experience because you've told me before that,
Yeah.
you're living, not even going out during the summer to some boat parties because you were embarrassed at the time, right? That's fair
Yeah.
to say?
So I spent most of my life living in Florida.
Yeah.
Um,
With a
and
beanie.
yeah, when I first started experiencing my hair loss around 19, but then my mid 20s, I was like, screw this, and I just started shaving my head because I tried all the different, topical solutions. I tried,
Yeah.
The fibers that you shake in your hair to make it look fuller. Nothing ever gave me the results that I wanted, and it didn't work. So I was like, just shaving my head. Well, anytime I would get invited out on, a boat or to a pool party or something, I would always come up with an excuse or a reason not to go.
Right.
Because I didn't want, one, my hat to fly off, or I didn't want to have to take my hat off. Even though, like, now I know, if I did, like, people would just be like, oh, that's Josh. They wouldn't be like, holy shit, he's bald, But in my head, I always thought that, like, people would judge me for my hair loss. So I didn't
And you're
do
not
that.
alone. A lot
No.
of people think that way.
Exactly. So it really kept me from doing a lot of things. It stopped me from, going out on boats. It stopped me from
Right.
going to pool parties. Like
Which affects your social life, basically.
it really did. So I mean, it truly affected me. And when someone's being affected from hair loss, it affects their self-image. It affects their confidence. And then when you can give this service to your clients, you're not just putting hair on the top of their head. It's so much deeper than that. You're giving them that confidence back that they've lacked for so long. You're improving their self-image. And for so many years, they may have looked in the mirror and been like, I don't want to look at myself because that I mean, I know for me, like for years, every time I look in the mirror, I'd be like, oh my God, it's just, my hairline was going farther and farther back. And then it was just thinning. And it got to a point I didn't even want to look at myself in the mirror.
Insecurity.
Yeah, I was very insecure about it. Well,
Josh is a very different person than when I met him a few years ago.
Really?
oh yeah, Marlis met me back in my hat.
You can see the
beanie
difference,
days.
Marlis?
Oh, massively.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it's given me the confidence to. I mean, I've been an educator for 10 years, but the educator I am today, I feel like I'm a much more confident educator. I'm much more
Because of your own personal story.
Yes, and not even just in hair replacement, but any kind of hair education that I'm doing. I'm able to deliver with more confidence. I feel more confident in what I'm doing because of how I look. Like it's so much more than I have hair on my head now. It's I like my hair. I like how I look like when I look at myself in the mirror. I mean it truly is life-changing. And I've seen people, come in and they've had 2, sometimes even 3 failed hair transplant surgeries, and they're still sitting in my chair to get NSG because they never got the
Because they
results.
did
that
the
they wanted.
results.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, before you put this system, sorry, Marlis, I want to ask you, Shelley Warren is saying she does a lot of extensions.
That's what I was really about to bring
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
I was
thank
really
you.
about to talk about
Thank
this.
you. Do you have problems, but you guys can both add on,
Well,
getting your clients to shave their heads, right?
Yeah, the reason why I was going to jump in on this is because I went through this with Kelly.
Oh, and did she not want
so
to?
She did not want to shave her head at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And we had a whole moment where we all had to talk. Me, her, and Phil sat there together. And we explained to her the downsides if she did not shave her head.
Okay.
That it would not last as long. It wouldn't hold only but maybe about 4 to 5 days. And so we made an agreement. We were going to turn her away from the mirror. She was never going to see what she looked like until we turned her back around. I held her hand as Phil shaved her head down. And then she never saw herself till we turned her back around. She never had to see herself like this. Well, now
Look at her.
exactly, but
That
now
just shows the
she's
confidence.
comfortable
Yeah.
because
Right.
she knows what she's going to look like when she walks out that door. So yes, that first time, it's just about taking your time and really doing whatever you need to make them feel comfortable through this transition, and
Right.
just showing that compassion and walking a guy
course,
and,
having that
saying,
empathy and
hey, you know what?
understanding.
I'll cover the mirror. You never have to see it.
Yes, that's a
you
great
know, do
point.
whatever you need to do to make them feel comfortable.
Well,
Yeah.
Kelly, add to that. I mean, she just told, the story. I mean, it probably was a little scary.
It was, but I wanted to do what was best to make it stay on longer. I didn't want it coming off in
Right.
4 or 5 days, and so I thought, well, it's so thin anyway on top. Why not?
And then now, tell us how you feel now about it.
Oh my gosh. Totally different. I worried about going outside and my hair blowing. You know, I'd have a topper on, lifts and everything, and I had my hand on my head all the time when it was windy outside. And now I don't even worry about it. You don't even let my hair blow.
It's like it's your hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is my hair.
Right.
I don't think of it as a hair unit. It's my hair.
I
Absolutely.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, now
So now,
let's
Kelly, I'm
show
going to have
what-
you tilt your head back for me.
This is the
little
best
bit
part.
It is the best part. Is that a song?
Right there.
Probably. I think that actually is probably a country song. And if you'll notice, Josh is like really focusing while he's doing
Yes,
this.
that's why I want to talk to him.
Yeah, and he's like rocking side to side. He's got his body positioned perfect right behind Kelly. And one of the things, you know, just being completely transparent, is when you have thicker hair like hers, it's a little bit more challenging than a system that's very short for, like, you know, say a man. And so he's really got to make sure that he's gripping and holding all that hair, keeping it down nice and smooth throughout the process. Gives a little shake out with his hands halfway through. So,
Because you want that perfect. I could see how Josh really makes sure that it's perfectly lined up.
Yes, you always
Yes.
want to make sure that it's nice and flat and flush to the scalp. And again, in all of our classes, we make sure that you have the confidence and are leaving class with a complete understanding of how to do this service. So,
Let's see. It's crazy how it looks so much like her hair. I mean, it is her hair.
this is her hair.
Yeah.
it is her hair. She
Yeah.
paid for it. That's always my clients when they'll be like, someone says, "Oh, is that your hair?" And I go, "Yeah, I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's mine."
It's beautiful. Looks amazing.
And this is one of the really great benefits to your client having, you know, multiple systems, because now that I've laid her system down, you know, I already had the system prepped beforehand. So I had very minimal to do once I laid the system down. I made sure it was, you know, blown out because she likes it nice and straight.
It's
I
very
made sure
sexy.
when
love it.
I styled it out, I had it on the mannequin, so I got that. She likes her hair parted over
Right,
on
the part,
the right.
exactly.
Yep. So now
And the brush, that's the brush that you wanted to
this
talk
is
about.
the
So
brush.
can we talk about that?
This
Because,
is the brush. So this is our NSG twist and turn brush. So you guys will see. Hopefully you can see that. Let me get a little bit closer to the camera. So do you guys see how it's kind of like twisting and turning, as the name says? So it's spring loaded. So as you're brushing through the hair, if it catches a tangle or anything like that, it's just going to flex past it, gently
Instead of pulling-
detangle.
right.
So it's really, really good for, it's really good for NSG because it's going to make sure that you're thoroughly detangling and brushing out that hair without causing unneeded stress on the base of the system, leading to shedding or anything like that. It's also an amazing brush for hair extensions as well.
Josh, Monty's saying that they have a client that refuses to shave her on to about 3 hairs. How can they encourage them to? Or Marlos, you can jump in.
I was going to say, I would love to jump in on this one because, one, I actually wear toppers, but I'm not to the point that I need to shave yet. It's just a few insecurities with my hair. But I always tell people in every single class, if a person is not ready, you can't force them. Because if you do, they'll only either wind up being unhappy, being resentful. Sometimes you have to walk them through it. I don't know if anybody has seen me do my husband's hair, but he just recently started doing it. I've been doing NSG for a while, but I had to let him be ready. I would just like remind him, you know, what I do. And when he complained about it, and I'd be like, well, I got something that can help you. But if a person's not ready, you can't force them. All you can do is educate them, tell them why they should be, you know, when you're ready, I'm here for you. Because if they continue to wear clip-ins on a hair that is fragile, it's going to eventually break.
Right.
And then they won't have anything to attach it to. So sometimes it's just kind of babying them through that process. But you never want to force somebody that's not ready, because often they'll wind up they'll do it,
And like
they'll
you said,
regret it,
and
and they'll
resent,
take it
yeah.
off and they'll resent.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And here's the finished product here
Yeah,
with Kelly. It was
so-
beautiful.
Here we have finished Kelly's system. Now it took me just under an hour. And again, I've taken breaks. You know, we did the prize giveaway. I've been talking.
Asking questions.
But I removed her system. I cleaned her scalp. Her other system is set in the back. That way, once we're finished or when I'm done with my day, then I'll go ahead and I'll clean up her system. That makes so that she doesn't have to sit in the chair for so long. So now that I've finished with my first guest, the service cost, again, on a low end, which is kind of like a good kind of guideline when you're starting out, it's about $150. Now, deducting our product cost of roughly $15 gives us a profit of $135. Okay. Now, that's money in your pocket. That's after you've taken out your product cost. So, you know, in under an hour, making $135 is awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and let Miss Kelly go. She can go ahead and have a seat offset. Now, say I was working with an assistant, right? My assistant is working offset. She removed my next client's system, got the scalp cleanse, got the system cleansed. So now all I have to do is go in, prep the scalp,
Okay.
do my application method, and lay the system down, and then style. Okay. Working with the assistant is going to help make your job a lot easier, helping you work through more clients throughout the day. So, Miss Lynn, I'm going to have you come on over. And again, her system has already been cleansed, removed from her scalp. It's already ready to go.
Hi.
Her scalp is already cleansed and ready to go. So we're going to jump into our application method and then our lay down. So while I'm getting started with Lynn, I think we should check on the girls over there and see what
Yes.
they're up to.
Well, can I start real quick
Yeah,
before we bounce?
Marla,
Yeah.
yeah, let's jump to
Because
you.
I'm actually done now with Morgan. And so I always, for my clients in their extension maintenance, I would throw in like a little style with them. They come in with clean, dry hair, unless I'm doing a service, but we weren't doing any color service or anything. So she comes in with clean, dry hair. And then we decided to do some curls, which I'm about to just kind of
Would
give
you let
these
those
little
fit for
shakeouts.
till they're dry, till they're
Typically, most of hers
Yeah.
are kind of dry, but, you know, and I just kind of shake them out.
beautiful.
And just kind of a daily little beach wear type way. And now this service with a bump up, I did wind up. Normally, the only tool I need to do a bump up is just this for an adjustment. Now, that means my profit's my profit.
Yeah.
Now, I did switch out some beads, so I probably had about $10 worth of product that I did use. But normally, this is the only thing
That's
you need.
it.
So it's just pure profit.
Yeah.
And so this would be, you know, $150 on just kind of that mid-level just for a 2-row bump up. So she's actually good and done to go. And now I'm ready to move on to my next one, Anna, who's going to be a refusion. So
And before we go, because I know we're going to jump into a commercial, will you go over the pricing again?
yes, let's talk about the pricing one more time. Because like I said, basically I can tell you right now, when I'm making this 2 hours, I could pay for the class and then probably
Yeah.
a little bit extra, okay? So, and the cool thing is you can make the money back very, very, very quickly. And so for the online training, it's $249. This comes with a kit, everything that you need. And then for the hands-on, $349. Right now, all of our certifications are on sale 50% off for the summer. We have a summer sale going. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Yeah.
So you need to jump
Jump
on
on
the
us
place.
now.
But if you sign up tonight during the live, you're going to get an additional 5% off. And so you want to make sure to take advantage of that because there's nowhere else you can learn how to
For
do
those
this
prices
and
and
make
getting
this
the
kind of profit.
kits?
And again, it took me,
Yeah.
you know, even with the stop and stuff like that, it took me about 50 minutes with the style and doing the adjustment. And I just made $140 profit.
Right.
You know, 150 essentially.
Yeah. Josh, I know you want to jump
Yeah,
in
so
too.
real quick, I actually see a question from Shelby Warren. It says, it looks like your NSG method is done with tapes, not glue. So we have liquid applications and tape applications as well as combination applications. In class, whether it's hands-on or online, we'll walk you through all different methods. For Kelly, you guys saw me do a tape application. For Lynn, we are actually going to do a liquid and tape combination. So I'm going to be going in with white bond on her scalp, and then I'm going to do a perimeter tape on top of that. So we are doing a different type of application for her. So I just wanted to jump in and say
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Okay, we're going to be back. We've got a quick commercial, some prizes, and we're going to have you guys learn a little bit more here on Dreamcatchers and NSG Live. We'll be back.
It is a well-established fact that we are in the service industry, and the more services you offer, the more revenue you can make. So why limit yourself to only one specialty? Take on the opportunity of a lifetime by signing up for expert education from both Dreamcatchers and NSG.
You are guaranteed to flourish in your career with having certifications in both hair extensions and non-surgical hair replacement. With Dreamcatchers and NSG, you will receive top-tier education at a price you simply can't beat.
If you're already a part of the Dreamcatchers or NSG family, you have the opportunity to be cross-certified with a 5% discount. We are dedicated to creating a product and service that allows all of our barber and stylists to thrive with the highest paid services in the industry. Our team has worked tirelessly to curate the ideal flow of learning, and whether you're taking a course in extensions or learning the wonders of non-surgical hair replacement, you're on track to gaining the most comprehensive knowledge available.
Head to nsghair.com today and sign up for one of our amazing courses that you can take either in person or online from the comfort of your own home. Adding the service behind your chair will bring in constant clientele, and just imagine the income you can bring in by also being a certified Dreamcatcher stylist on top of that.
To get certified to work with the world's best hair extensions, head to dreamcatchers.com and either learn with us in person or via our online course at your own pace. You can create instant, life-changing profit for yourself and your business by completing both classes and providing your clients with services that will enhance their looks and keep your salon busy all year round.
Welcome back to Dreamcatchers and NSG Live, and we've got one of our winners, and there is Josh. Just
Hello.
in time. Angel, I think, are we going over her video? What's going on?
We
First, we're
are.
just gonna okay.
So, Angel is our third place winner from the Battle of the Strands. Definitely killed it with your video. So let's go ahead and watch her video real quick, and then we'll jump into some fun stuff.
Perfect. Hit it.
Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. I've been boozy since I left. I ain't changing for a check. Tell my mind I ain't forget. Woke up drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh Lord, 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round. We need 30 more. 2 stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Daniels got a history.
Just
All right.
gorgeous.
That was an amazing video. We right away, right when we first saw the video, we were like, "This is a winner." We knew it, right, Josh? I mean, you and Marlos, you said right away that was definitely.
Yeah, everybody did so good. So, we have some prizes. So what do you got?
So this here is the Western Extensions Wellness Collection from Malibu Sea. We have the Undo Goo and the Replenish Hair Mask. And the winner of this goes to Tamira Ramirez, watching on YouTube here with us.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And Josh, can they get their
Congrats,
gifts?
congrats.
Yep. So make sure to send an email to socialmedia@dreamcatchers.com with your name, your address, and your phone number so that we can get these shipped out to you.
Okay, Angel, what do we have next?
Next, we have a box kit from BoxyCharm. And this awesome prize is going to Living with LAIIG on Instagram. So congratulations.
Fantastic. And I think we have one more, Angel?
I think we got one more
Okay.
right there.
And one more.
We have this Babyliss curling iron here, which is totally awesome. It's actually one of my favorite tools because I also won this from a Dreamcatchers Live. So now we get to send one of these to Jocelyn Saldana on Facebook. So congratulations.
Awesome. So all of you winners, make sure to send an email to socialmedia@dreamcatchers.com, name, address, and phone number, and we'll get these all shipped out to you. Now, before we go back to our stations,
Okay.
we have one more prize to give away.
Oh,
and this
okay.
one is for you. So congratulations.
Aw.
That is for you.
Congrats.
And that is for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So again, congratulations.
Yeah, show this. It's a beautiful trophy too.
These trophies are awesome, and when the light hits it in certain ways, they actually like reflect out different like rainbows and stuff like that.
Angel, when you have that in your hands, I mean, all the hard work, right, to put into that video. Here it is.
It's like making my heart like skip a beat, honestly. I'm like, is this really what I got from a video? Like, this is crazy to me.
And now you have like bragging rights.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Do you have any idea, or you can share with us, what are you going to do with the money?
Well, I am thinking about doing my design certification also with Redken, since I educate with them as well. So I'm looking to expand my teaching atmosphere into teaching cutting classes as well. So I want to take this to LA and get that certification.
I love that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Congratulations.
Investing back in education, that's smart.
Yes. All right. Well, congratulations. And you get back to your station because I'll be talking to you more. And Josh, you're going to head on over for finish up Lynn. And then Marlis, I'm going to come to you.
Yes. All righty. So on Miss Anna, I am doing a refusion. So normally a client gets their first install. They come back in 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, tell people like, the different
and get a
steps.
bump up.
Okay.
That bump up was what I did on Morgan. She got her original new
Right.
install at about 5 weeks ago, so we did a bump up. But for Anna, it's been a little bit longer, and so their third appointment, that's when you need to do the refusion, because if I was just to bump it up and leave it on those same hairs over and over and over again, it could damage the hair. It could cause traction alopecia. So you always want to be shifting the extension. So what I did is I just shifted this row up just a notch. That way
Gotcha.
it gets some rest.
Right.
And then the next time we do refusion, I'll shift it back down a little bit, because that way it's giving that hair rest.
And that's why a lot of people who wear, I would say majority of us who wear dream catchers, you have very healthy hair, because there's that
Yes.
misconception, right?
Yes.
With other extensions.
Oh yeah, because back when I started doing extensions how long have I been doing extensions? 16 years ago. It was not, you switch it out. We were not concerned with that. It was, we were putting all this
Just
hair
put
and
'em
put all
in.
this hair
Yeah.
in. But we've learned more over time. We've gained more education, and we've learned that being able to move that hair around and giving it that rest is what's going to prevent traction alopecia and actually keep the hair healthy.
Okay.
So
that's what
very
you're
key.
going to,
yes, so I've already shifted. I've already got her
Start
first
with?
row ready. I'm going to load my cylinders. I should have had more preloaded ahead of time. I did load me some, but I didn't get enough done. So now I'm going to be sitting here threading for a few minutes.
Okay.
But
well, we will
typically I
be
try to
back.
be more prepared with them.
Josh, since I have you here before I go to the ladies.
Here I am.
Yes. Expand on what you're
So right now I'm getting ready for the next step in Lynn's application. So I'm using her mold that we had made previously. I used that to mark her front hairline. Now, when people have been wearing a hair system for a while, as Lynn's been wearing hair systems for, how long have you been wearing hair systems for?
Since 2010.
Oh, wow. Was it
Yes.
Yeah.
14 years?
Yeah.
14 years.
Yeah.
Quite a while, and she's been with us at NSG for a couple years now. But when people have been wearing hair systems for a little while, and you've been, doing it for a little bit, you'll be able to kind of see a difference in their skin tone. So I'm able to see exactly where her system needs to lie.
okay.
But for visual purposes, for tonight, I marked her hairline. That way we can see exactly
okay.
where everything's going.
So like I could see it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But before I move on to my next step, Lynn, do you feel comfortable sharing a little bit about your story?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd love to hear this.
Okay. Well, and I think my testimonial's on the website as well. But
It is.
yeah. But so male pattern baldness inherited from my mom. So alopecia started in my 20s. By my 30s, before my 30s, started coloring hair. I was actually, brunette, went red, then blonde, because I felt like maybe that masked the alopecia a little bit. I tried the powders, the Rogaine, Nox, everything. Nothing worked. And one day, in about, I think, 2006, going through the airport, the TSA agent said, "Oh, honey, what kind of cancer do you have?" And I was devastated. I mean, I don't have cancer. And I just said, "I don't have cancer." So I was actually coming to meet a client, and she was wearing a wig, and I didn't know it. And I said, "Oh, I had no idea." So I tried a wig. I wore a wig for 4 years. And, I didn't get that question anymore because it covered up my scalp, but it wasn't
natural. I was always afraid it was going to blow off or somebody was going to prank me and pull it off. And so it was just stressful. And then in a, you know, single dating environment, that's not very, doesn't make you confident. So I went to another place and I started with hair replacement, and it, you know, I liked it a lot. Then I found NSG, and I have to tell you, it's night and day different. I mean, it's the hair quality, it is the technique, it's the stylist, it's everything. It's just the whole package. It took me from being somewhat happy to the point where now I get compliments. Before it was like, I didn't really get compliments. Now it's like, oh my gosh, who's your stylist? What is that color? Where do you go? You know, so it's like Josh said, it is life changing.
So it's made you from a little bit insecure, I should say, and then now you feel confident. And I mean, to the point where you're here as one of the models and you're confident enough for us to go through all this.
I mean, to be honest, in my real world, my friends don't even know. I mean,
You can't tell.
Yeah.
my best friend doesn't know. You know, people in my work world, no, they don't know.
Yeah, and that's telling right there. I didn't know that Josh had it, working with them for this while, you know, so it is life-changing.
Yeah.
It is. I do whatever I want. I travel, you know, I've gone skydiving. No, not skydiving.
Maybe you're going to go skydiving.
I just got back from Antarctica, so I was in cold weather extremes.
Yeah.
I've gone snorkeling.
You live here in Texas, so
You
humidity.
recently swam with the dolphins
Yeah,
too,
I
didn't you?
recently went swimming with dolphins, and you know, in the water, out of the water, back in. I mean, it just. I spent 6 weeks in India. In
You do travel.
103-degree temp and 100% humidity. So I mean, I just.
And you never worried, did you, about the
I
system?
don't have to, because it's not going anywhere. Somebody can pull on it. I mean, you would not know. Socially, nobody knows. I mean, so yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. It's very inspiring when you hear, you know, coming
It-
straight
it
from
really
the horse's
is.
mouth, right?
Definitely.
And now I'm going to go head on over to the ladies. Well, actually, Marlis, I want to ask you a question from Jeanette. She said, what do you need to do to expand to actually be an educator and be certified to be able to do that?
Gotcha. So depending on which company it is, if it's NSG, you want to email education@nsghair.com.
Okay.
If it's Dreamcatchers, education@dreamcatchers.com.
Okay.
We are going to have an application for you to fill out. We're also going to ask you for certain things, like, you know, we want to see some of your work, different things, like a little resume and stuff like that. And so, yeah, and then we have a requirement of like how many heads, you know, practice, because we want to make sure that you're proficient and things like that. So we kind of walk you through that process with the application and just like let you know from there where to go. So yeah, just email education@nsghair or education@dreamcatchers.com.
Perfect. Lynn, someone from India is actually watching right now. Aminia.
Oh, that's
all the way
awesome.
from India. How amazing.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Hi, y'all. All right. So since you're right there, Nikki, I'll start with you. Let's you know, keep going on the steps here and what we've done so far.
Oh yeah, so we are working on our top row right now. We just got it beaded, and we are ready to sew on this triple thread weft.
What color?
And I'm so excited for pop of color, or pop of lightness. Yeah.
Angel, what can you tell us more about what we're doing here with this install?
So, yeah, on our bottom rows, we kept it more of the darker side, and we're keeping a lot of this brightness here within the top, just because, again, we aren't coloring, so we're trying to really create that impact more towards the top, so that way she can see it a lot more, as opposed to it being kind of like hidden throughout the bottom.
Nikki, Kristen, also the color y'all both have, right? You know, when I speak with Marlis about the fact that there is so many options for colors, right? Right, Kristen?
Oh yeah. I have tape ends in mine. I just colored them yesterday.
I love it. And it goes perfect with your outfit. Nikki, what else can you tell, about the colors?
In my hair, and I love custom coloring them for my clients. I have a lot of like fantasy color clients that patterns and different things. And I love how customizable Dreamcatchers is. And even with the colors that they already have, I find it that if someone is wanting to have just like one pop of color in their hair, I'm going to try to talk them into getting it with the extensions, because the Dreamcatcher extensions, if they are colored, like maybe the pink or something, will last a little bit longer than if we were to put the artificial dye on ourselves, So, but yeah, I love that about it. I love that we can really custom create anything.
You said it. That's exactly right. Great. So
Hey, Jill,
we're
I have
back.
a question I want you to ask the girls. What methods they do most often in their
Yes.
salon? I want
So
to know what
that
they
is
do.
that is a good question. I feel like I'm playing telephone. So Marlis is wondering what kind of installs do y'all do? Different installations that you do at your salon. I'll start with you, Nikki.
Okay, so because I am a newbie, I would definitely say before I was with Dreamcatchers, I was doing a lot of tape-ins. So that was primarily my go-to. I have been trying to get everyone into the weft only because that's what I do in my own hair. That's my favorite method. So that's what I'm trying to focus on right now, is getting everyone to do the weft, because that's my favorite, to be honest. It's the most comfortable.
And is that the most popular you think now at your salon?
Today, like, I feel like it's what people really want. So yeah, and I find it to be like, not that any of these methods are, but that's my personal go-to. So
Angel, for you, what is yours in Maryland? What is in your salon?
So I also do a lot of wefts usually because, especially a lot of my clientele are nurses, some who work night shift, and they just want something that can, just be like adjusted in and out quick, less than like 15 minutes really. Sometimes they get a shampoo style or something with it, but I find that a lot of my guests really like the flexibility of the wefts. It's also the method that I'm fastest at as far as installing as well. So install, move ups, I feel like it's the easiest for me personally. So yeah, I do a lot of wefts in the salon as well.
And in Lufkin, in East Texas, what are you doing at your salon?
A lot of wefts, but a lot of combo. So we do a lot of 2 rows of weft and then either do in the front of eye tips or a tape. Or we do it at the very bottom, especially if there's short hair. But most of the time, 2 rows and then fill-ins with eye tips or tapes. Yeah, that's a lot.
Absolutely.
Love a good hybrid.
Oh,
Yes.
me too.
And then Nikki, being here, I know that you went on the tour and everything, but is it, you see firsthand, right? Like what we're doing here, the installation and having the best of the best. Have you learned anything more since just being here in the building?
wow. So I love what's going on over here with the NSG. Like, it is so cool. If I had more clients who, had hair loss and things like that, I would totally be looking into that, because I think that is so amazing, life-changing for people. So I've been listening. I'm like, oh, I'm interested.
Marlis, you heard that, right?
I sure did.
So what is something to get more clients in their salon that would want NSG?
Really, if it's something you're thinking about getting into and you're like, I don't know if I can, gather people, because sometimes as a stylist, you may have a certain type of clientele, but even just talking to your clients about it and be like, oh my gosh, I saw this thing when I was in Dallas and they were doing this whole thing, and then they might know somebody. So even though that might be might not be your current clientele, I bet you half the people in your chair know somebody who's suffering from hair loss.
Nikki, did you hear that?
I said, so sometimes even if you're in your own work collaborating, I said, sometimes even if you have your own clients, that you have a certain type of clientele, and they're definitely not anybody who would need this service, you can be like, oh my God, when I was in Dallas, I saw this cool thing that they were doing on the live, blah, 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 because $5 says half of them in your chair know somebody with hair loss. And they might know somebody like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. If you ever start doing that, and it might open up that opportunity for a conversation that could lead to, you might have more potential than what you think for clientele for it. So
I love that. That's good. Word of mouth, right?
That I built my business off of word of mouth. I never advertised. As long as for the 12 years I owned my business, I never advertised. I'm back old school. I built word of mouth. I got in with some of the right people and I let them go do the talking for me, and they built me a clientele. And so it's definitely, possible for sure. And it's just because I was one that, I was such an open book with my clients. I would tell them my life stories and they'd tell me this and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I saw this. And
We all tell our hairstylists everything. about our life.
exactly. I always joke and say we have a PhD, professional hairdresser.
Yes.
We got our PhD. But yeah, because we do, we become so much for our clients. But, often just having that conversation, you might realize like they have somebody that has that need.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great.
So.
Great insight and great advice.
And when even if you're certified in dream catchers and you're not sure if you're gonna have clientele for NSG, it's always super beneficial to be certified in both.
Right.
Because then if you have someone in your chair and their husband or their boyfriend or their brother or whoever
Right.
is suffering from some type of hair loss, you have a solution for them.
Yes.
And it's really, really beneficial to be certified in both. I mean, extensions are extremely high profiting. NSG is extremely high profiting. So when you're certified in both, as Marlos and I both are, we could easily switch right now and continue just as efficient as the other.
Right.
It's really, really beneficial, to be certified in both. So I definitely encourage you, Nikki, to get certified in NSG. Even if you don't think you have the clientele right now for it, once you get it out there that you offer this, and in the classes, we definitely show you guys different ways to kind of get it out there, and we give you tools to make sure that you're successful. Once you get it out there that you offer this service, there are millions of people in the country that are suffering from hair loss. They will come. And especially like when you're already getting a name out there as yourself.
Right.
Yes.
I would love to custom color like for
We
those.
have a rooted 619 just for that.
It would be
reason for
so
Pippins.
cool. Like
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would be so into custom coloring, like even the funky patterns and things. Like I feel like
do
so
it.
many people
You got to
don't
do
feel
it.
like
See,
they could get
now,
that.
now you have to do it.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
because I want to see that.
And now I'm starting to think about
Nikki,
it,
now
yeah.
the pressure's on and we want to see, and we know what,
But Josh, speaking of certification, why don't you tell for anybody who may not have been here about the prices?
Yeah,
for
let's go
NSG
through that because we have not talked about this segment.
For NSG, we have both hands-on and online. So whatever your learning type is, whether you prefer, learning from the comfort of your own home at your own pace, or if you prefer the classroom setting where you have the educator literally walking you through it, we have options for you. For our online, it's typically $999 for our online course, which trust me, even like at that price is a steal. I mean, the education you get is...
And the kit.
Yeah. The education you get is second to none. But right now we have our special going on. So you can sign up for $699. $300 saving.
Yeah.
But
It's huge.
now say you like, hands-on learning. I'm more of a hands-on learner. I like to be in a classroom setting. I like to have the educator there with me. That way, if I'm doing something and I need correction, the educator
Someone's
can
there to
walk
help
me
you,
through it
right.
right there. Our hands-on classes, which are 2 days, are typically $14.99. Okay. Right now, they're $9.99. And if you sign up tonight during the live, so you've got about another
40 minutes or
37
so?
minutes, you get an additional 5% off. Now, in addition to that amazing knowledge, when you sign up for the hands-on, you don't just get that 2-day hands-on class. You also get the entire online course at no additional fee. Plus, when you sign up, you get this entire kit that's here right behind me, right over here. This is loaded with everything that you're going to need, not only for your class. It's got all of your adhesives, your solvents, your tapes, your tools, your accessories, your manual, everything that you're going to need, not just for your class, but also to start your journey with non-surgical hair replacement. So again, for online, it's right now is $699, typically $999. And our hands-on, which is typically $14.99, right now it's just $9.99. So hands-on, you're saving $500, which is crazy. It's huge.
And with the 5% if you're watching
exactly,
tonight.
if you sign up tonight, call our customer service center, which the number is down at the bottom of the screen right there, 1-855-DREAM-TEAM. You'll get an additional 5% off. So tons of savings there.
Absolutely. As we're discussing NSG, you have come a long way with Lynn here. So you
So I have
did the install.
I've installed Lynn's system. Now I am blow drying. And with NSG, it's 100% full cuticle, European Remy human hair. It can be styled just as you would your own natural hair, whether it's blow drying, flat ironing, curling, any of that.
And I can tell you're putting pressure on there too.
Yeah, so I'm blow drying it as if I would her own natural hair. So I'm able to, actually get a little bit of tension, proper blowout. So amazing, amazing quality hair.
They were speaking, Lynn, about your store. If you can see that at the bottom there, and they're saying that not only have you now have this quality hair, but it's, basically what we've always said, life-changing, and we're gaining the dignity by giving this amazing system.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, I know we're going to be going to break in a little bit here. Marlis, what are we doing here as you've gone on to the next step?
Yes, I already have all the cylinders in. And so now I'm to the point of what I call my cruising stitch. Now, again, practice makes it so easy. One of the things I always tell my
I'm going to move out of the way so we can get a zoom in on that.
Is understanding that dexterity of what you're doing. And so when you understand how your body's moving, your hands are moving, I'm going to scoot this back a little bit. Because if you'll notice when I'm doing it, I'm not just standing still like this. I'm actually looping it in. I step back because I can move faster that way. So I'm going to loop it over here a little bit so she can see real easily. So I'm going to put this in, and then I actually take a step back, and then I do it because I know what I'm doing with every step. And so having that type of dexterity and control allows me to move very quickly through the process. This is what I talked about, getting that practice in, earning that raise. So that way you can do it very quick and efficiently and maximize your profit. It's very therapeutic actually doing this. I've had people ask me, do you get tired doing such a tedious job? Absolutely not. I don't. For me, it's actually super therapeutic. So sometimes this may happen, a little loop can happen. Just gotta back it up. I always hate when something disrupts my flow. So, but anytime that happens, I just use my needle, work it backwards.
There we go.
And then boom. Get it smoothed right back out. So yeah, for me, it's actually very therapeutic. I mean, if you think about, grandmas used to sit around and sew and
knit,
and knit and things like that. Those kind of things can be very therapeutic. So I strangely find it super therapeutic. Now, of course, when I'm getting down to the anchor, the ends, I'm no longer on my cruising stitch. So I'm gonna slow down just a little bit to make sure that I get that precision. A lot of people always say, oh, the ends of my wefts can get flappy or floppy. It's about doing that anchor stitch properly, because as you see with each stitch, it's turning into her head and creating a curved process. And it just makes it lie very flat. And what that does is that keeps it from just flapping up very easily. So now that's tucked in real nice and well to her edge, and she's not going to have that flapping up on her. So now that I'm going the opposite direction, I'm going to do those open blanket stitches and then get this weft finished off and move on to her next row. So then to finish it off, 1, 2, 3, slide it up. And then because this is nylon thread, I want to make sure it's nice and secure. Cotton thread, because water makes it flex, it can move a lot more.
Okay.
But it makes it tangle very easily. Our thread is double nylon thread, so it's not going to get tangled up. Because like I'm going to tell you, what you saw happen there a minute ago, if that had been cotton thread, I wasn't getting it out. I would not have gotten that knot out. But because it was thread, nylon thread, I was able to. So, but you have to make sure to pull very securely because nylon can slip a little bit more easily. So you always want to make sure that you have your threads done very, very securely. So now we have row 1 done. Always when you're brushing, hold in a ponytail manner, work from the bottom and work yourself up. And make sure that you're always securely holding. And again, Josh talking about that twist and turn. Same thing, DC, we got that twist and turn brush. That way if I catch those tangles, it'll turn out of the hair. So, yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to row 2.
It's great.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So real quick before we move on, so I am finished with Lynn's
Yes.
hair. So before we cut to commercial break, I am finished with my second client. So that would have been another $150 or $135 profit. So in an hour and a half, that brought my profit to $270. So
You're
now
not even
again,
at 2 hours yet.
yeah, not even at 2 hours, and I have one more to go.
Yeah.
So let's see if I can challenge
that.
myself and get that third one done in that 2-hour time frame, bringing in maximum profit.
Wow. That is great. That's a great point. I love that you mentioned that.
Yes.
All right. We will be back here at DC and NSG live, so don't go away.
We all know not everyone working behind the chair is a social media specialist, and it can be so intimidating offering a new service without a way to properly market yourself or your salon.
So Dreamcatchers and NSG have compiled an amazing eye-catching media library for all of our certified stylists to use in order to engage future clients and boost your business.
No more stressing about whether your content is up to par or spending hours trying to edit the perfect video when you could be focused on other aspects of your career.
We want to share the unique, creative work that we've put together over the years in order to connect our stylists and barbers, showcasing high-quality media on top of high-quality hair.
Our media libraries have a multitude of content to choose from. You can post announcements about the new service you're providing, samples of looks done with 100% Remy Human hair you have access to, and so much more.
When you complete a course through DC or NSG, these videos become available to you instantly.
So you can post them to your social media and start making money right away.
This service is one of a kind and just another reason as why you should get certified as a hair extension artist through Dreamcatchers and a hair replacement expert through NSG.
Join the tens of thousands of other stylists and barbers certified with us and find out why we're considered the best in the industry.
I think working with Dreamcatchers can be successful because you have a really great team behind you. Everyone that I've met so far has been super helpful, and I know that the team of influence and the educators are people that I've looked up to for years and I've worked alongside with.
With Dreamcatchers, you gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of hands-on. You're able to ask questions openly and get a lot of feedback that you can use for teaching and stuff like that.
There is no shedding. It's much more dense. You get way more bang for your buck for the price that you're spending. As a customer, I've been much happier with the Dreamcatchers hair than I have been with competitors, and that's why I actually came into working with Dreamcatchers.
I know my followers will love Dreamcatchers, and I think it will benefit their clients because it's been a very large moneymaker in the salon. But when you want to talk about client loyalty, giving your clients confidence and making them feel beautiful is something that's going to make them continue to come back to you and consider you as a very important role in their life. And I think Dreamcatchers Extensions offers that quality and can give your clients that confidence that the stylist can deliver.
Welcome back to Dreamcatchers and NSG Live, and we've got one of our winners here. Marlis, I think we got some video of our outstanding work.
We do. We definitely need to check it out because it's gorgeous.
Let's roll that.
As the road unravels, you return from your travel whips all at home. Oh mercy, how you look so good. I'm ready. It's only I've been looking for you. Have you been looking for me? It's only I've been looking for you. Have you been looking for me?
Good. So, Marlis, you saw the video. You're one of the judges. You want to elaborate on how fantastic that was?
I was obsessed with that video. I mean, I saw it with that pink money piece and the blonde. It was just absolutely gorgeous. And those are tricky colors to put together because when you have a high contrast, vivid against blonde, the care that has to be done in that so that you don't have transfer and other issues is so important. Placement is so important. Just the way she did all the placement, we were obsessed from the minute we saw it.
And she's a veteran. She's been doing it for 7 years, right, Kristen?
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Well, congratulations. I think Marlis has something for you.
Well, she's got some.
Are we gonna do those
prizes
first?
to
Oh,
show
yeah,
you.
let's do the prizes. I
She's got
forgot
some
about the prize. I'm so
prizes to
excited
give.
for you to see this amazing trophy.
I
All right,
know.
so let's get to the prizes. We love your comments and your questions, and we're gonna reward you for that. So, what do we have first, Kristen?
The Babyless. What is it? Blow dryer.
Yes.
Babyless.
Yeah, babyless. We did confirm that's the way that you say it.
Jenny Folden from YouTube. You just won this.
Congratulations.
Yay! Jenny Folden.
Marlis, how can they get their
They need
prize?
to email social media at dreamcatchers.com. Send your name, your phone number, and your address. And then also just whatever name that was called out here, that's what you need to make sure and put whatever handle we see on the screen.
All right, what do we have next, Kristen?
A babyless flat iron.
The flat iron.
And off YouTube, Guadalupe Pena.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I was loving it. I got another girl from with East Texas.
Yeah,
playing
and I
here.
love it.
I started talking to her earlier. Mine kicked up a notch. I was like, sounds like home.
And Kristen, we've got, is it more that we've got?
Babyless curling iron.
Ooh, this one right here.
I keep thinking I'm saying it wrong again.
Right.
You are.
Oh, this one's nice. I'm gonna take this. Okay, Instagram, hairco.kirsty.
Congratulations. Cool thing about this curling iron too is it's extra long, which is great for those extensions. We've been using it over there for the curl jobs we've been doing. So it's
Good. Yeah,
amazing.
congratulations for everyone.
Yes, and then we have another prize. It's going to be yours. Congratulations so much on everything. Here is your check.
Second place, boys.
That's right. And don't forget about the
And we love this
beautiful-
trophy. It's so pretty.
You're gonna have to display this in your salon.
Oh, that's nice.
When the light hits it with those rainbows colors shining through, oh, so pretty.
Thank you so much. I want to thank my clients, my man, Dreamcatcher's Hair, the owner. Where he at?
He's back there somewhere. He'll be here in a few.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Kristen, anything fun you're going to do with the money? It doesn't have to be hair related. You could have fun with it.
I'm gonna buy all matching salon towels.
Are you gonna get a customized for your salon?
No, they're just.
There's gonna be a black
I've had them for like, a while. That's just one small thing, and the rest is gonna go into savings.
That's
Love
smart.
that. Smart.
That's smart. Look how y'all doing
I
smart
know.
stuff with the money.
Yes.
Well, let's put this back in
Well,
here. Keep it
congratulations,
safe for
Kristen. We
you.
really appreciate you submitting. A fantastic job.
Oh, can I hit mobile deposit tonight?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. We got it all clear.
Thank you so much.
All right. So with our last segment, we are going to first head on over to Josh, who has a new model in the chair. So, Josh, what do we got going on cooking over here?
So here I'm with Eric. Again, offset. My assistant removed his system, cleaned his scalp, cleaned his system. When you can work with an assistant, it really helps cut your time down. And as we all know, time is money. So when we can work a little bit more efficiently, it really helps us, cut that down. So his system's already been removed. Now I'm just going in and I'm taking this hair down off the
Okay.
top, and then we're going to move into our application. Now for
Okay.
Eric, he gets a tape application. So you guys saw just a tape application for Kelly. For Lynn, you guys saw a combination. So we did white bond and tape. And then for Eric, we just do tape. So again, I'm just going in and I'm taking these hairs down right through the top.
I'll let you guys zoom in on that.
And I'm making sure that I stay in that same zone that I've been shaving so that his system is going to fit properly. One thing I like to do is I take my fingers down and I go just like that, and then I'm standing behind it. I'll be able to see any hairs that stick out, telling me that that's what needs to be shaved down. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just take this all down nice and clean. And again, in all of our classes, we go over every step in depth, from the mold making, customizing the system, the laying the system down, removal, cleansing, reapplication, all of that. That way you guys know how to go from class to client with confidence and be able to start changing lives one head of hair at a time.
Fantastic.
What's that?
I said fantastic.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add before I head on over to Marlis to see what she's doing?
Yeah, I want to add that we have
20 minutes basically.
20 minutes to take advantage of tonight's 5% discount. Now, again, the classes are already discounted right now.
Very low.
How long that's going to last? We don't know. But right now, our hands-on, which is typically $14.99, is discounted to $9.99. Our online, which is normally $9.99, is $6.99. And again, if you call before 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 20 more minutes, you get an additional 5% off of that. Now, for our online, you can complete it at the comfort of your own home, your salon, your barber shop, at your own pace. You can take 2 days, you can take 2 weeks, you can take a month. The quicker you get it done, the quicker you can start making money.
Right.
For our hands-on, it's 2 days. We have classes all over the country, pretty much every weekend. We have amazing educators. And in addition to that 2-day hands-on experience, you also get the online at no additional cost. And you also get this amazing kit that's right here behind me. I know I've said it 3 times during the show so far, but this has everything that you're going to need, not only for the class, but to get started in your journey offering this amazing life-changing service. All of your adhesives, your tapes, your tools, your accessories, your manual, your mannequin, everything that you need is in this. And what's really cool about this case, number one, it's really heavy duty. It's very impressive. But when you start offering the service, you can use this to go in and out of the salon, or if you're going to your clients' homes to offer concierge services, you can pack all of your stuff up into this kit and roll it right into your client's home, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
NSG and DC both get these amazing kits.
Yes, definitely.
Marla, so where are we at in your? Are you looking at? Is there a new question?
Oh, I was reading the comments. So Shelby said,
Oh,
I don't have an assistant.
Yeah.
You know what? Even not having an assistant, because there's very often times Josh is in here doing readjustments by himself, and he'll come in and be like, I just finished that one in 40 minutes, start to finish, washing it himself. So you can still do this in an amount of time. He had a little bit of help tonight because we knew we did have a lot going on with the live. Him and I have to, walk over a little bit. So we wanted to give him, the best chance of success in this. But you don't always have an assistant. Even in myself, behind the chair, there's many times that I had an assistant and then I didn't. I had an assistant for 3 years and then she moved away.
So then you had to,
And I was like, oh my gosh, I got used to working with one, and it's very hard to find someone that you had trained that way. And luckily, she was gone for like 1.5 years, and then she moved back. And now when I moved up here to Dallas, she actually took over my salon. So, getting the chance to mentor someone, in that manner, and someone I care for so deeply is really pretty cool. It's always great if you can have one. But if you don't, you can still do this and make good money. Because normally I would not be sitting here threading my threader. I would have my assistant doing it or pre-doing it. But hey, I didn't quite have enough, so I've got to do just a little bit more. But as you can see, I can multitask and talk and do it at the exact same time.
But that's a great point. I'm glad you answered Shelby's question.
Because it is very important to know that this is not something you have to have an assistant.
That was just a suggestion.
Does it make it easier? Absolutely. I mean, we'd all love assistants every day. But you can still do it even without. So.
Okay, and where are you at now in your process
here? So I've already finished row 2, row 1. I'm on row 2 now. And I shifted this row up a little bit as well. And I've already cleaned up the section. We've already taken the other one out. And now we're just redoing all of her cylinders. And then we're going to sew this next weft on. So I'm going to hustle and see if I can get this done. This row done in 17 minutes.
Okay, and that means she's giving me a hint to leave. So I'm going to go over to our ladies here, our winners, and so we can see the progress y'all have made over here. What are we doing? Obviously, you're flat iron now, but what can you say about adding the last row that y'all did?
Well,
Nikki, would you want to add it?
It's such a pretty match, honestly. Like her natural already, she was previously lifted before, colored her hair to be darker because she wants to grow out her hair and just like stay away from color for a little bit. So you could see that even with her own like porosity, she be like shimmering. It almost looks like she has highlights. So I feel like when we added the multiple like colors, I feel like when you're doing extensions and wefts, if you were to use multiple colors, I feel like it blends a little bit better that way as well.
Yes.
You know? So I just feel like it's really doing that. So we're excited to see it like curled so that you can really see all those like colors pop. Yeah.
Chris, I remember you were saying previously that you always want to make sure the color match is very important.
That's why I'm just kind of going in and making sure I straighten her natural hair just so it falls and see how I can like look and see if I need a cut or razor anything. Yeah, we did what is it called? The coloring on her ends and did a few different colors, all the different tones in her hair. So it's gonna look pretty good when it's done.
Yeah, it already looks beautiful. Angel, what else can you say in addition to what the ladies have already said?
Honestly, they covered about everything. I'm excited to see how this all lays out. We just got our little razor here and a comb, so that way we can just kind of shape in around the edges there and maybe trim up the ends a little bit, whatever we need to do, but try to maintain, of course, most of the length as possible because that's what we just spent all of our time doing. But yeah, just really perfecting it and making it as seamless as possible.
I feel like I could already see the little shimmer in her eye. Like when we put that hair in front of her, it was already like, oh, she kind of feeling herself a little bit. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I know it's true. Nikki, I want to ask you because Marlis and Josh were speaking on NSG because you were intrigued by it. I think all of y'all probably are. Is there anything, are you thinking about, potentially at least doing the education?
I feel like I'm pressured now. Like I have to, obviously. But I just think it's incredible what you are all doing for people out there, like in all forms. Like, wow. Yeah.
And the cool thing is, if you're a certified DC stylist, you get a discount for signing up for NSG.
Speaking
No
of,
pressure.
I really am excited to even retake the extended course again. I know that I'm like with it, but like I have the worst memory, honestly. So the refresher course is $100. So I am like, as soon as you are back in Florida, I am ready to take that again as well. Did you hear that?
Yes.
It's good.
Her and I were talking about that earlier. I was like, yeah, you can take the refresher course, because it's always good to stay up, on your education. I've been with Dreamcatchers for 13 years, and I would rewatch the online education every couple years just to refresh myself, see what was going on, even though I was doing this every day, all day long in the salon. You never know what you might pick up, a little trick. It's like if you watch a movie the first time, you go, oh, that was a great movie. And then you watch it again and you go,
things you
I didn't notice that the first time. You pick up other little things as you go on. So highly recommend it. Take that refresher course.
Yes.
Y'all are amazing. It's great. We can tell why y'all were winners because, Marlis, you guys did a great job picking these girls because they really know their stuff.
All of our judges were loving all of them.
Yes.
It was pretty unanimous for sure.
All right. So, Josh, where you are almost to the part where you have to really focus and zone in.
I am, yes. So right now I'm taping the hairline on Eric's system. Well, I have taped the hairline on his system. Now I'm just removing the backing to all of our tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay his system down. I'm going to lightly mist it down and then blow dry it and style. Now, I saw a question on the screen. I think it was the same person that mentioned about not having an assistant, but they also asked about washing and drying the system before installing. So you always want to make sure the system is thoroughly and properly cleansed, making sure there's no residue or any adhesive, anything left over before you reinstall. So washing the system is very, very important. as far as the system being 100% dry before reinstalling, you don't always have to. So Kelly's system was 100% dry because I'm able to alternate her system. So I actually got her system prepped yesterday for today. So it was already clean, smooth, like ready to go. Lynn's system was still pretty damp. Eric's system is mostly dry. It's been sitting here for a little bit. As far as like the dryness, again, that you know, isn't the most important part, but you always want to make sure it's 100% clean. So Eric, I'm going to have you tilt your head back just a little bit for me. Now I always like to make sure I'm holding this system nice and balanced. I'm going to start right in that front hairline. Working that back. Now this is one of the things, as you guys see, I'm like very much making sure that I am really focused. This is one of the things that you always want to make sure that you pay extra attention to detail, because you want to make sure that you're not putting their system on crooked. You want to make sure you're not putting it on backwards. Things can happen. So always make sure that you're paying attention as you're laying your system down. Make sure that you're, you know, not getting any wrinkles or creases. Make sure everything's lining up properly. And with that, laying this last little bit right here. Oh. Bringing that all the way down to the very end. Just gonna make sure everything's pressed in nicely. I'm sure Eric also enjoys this nice little scalp massage.
Nice little massage.
Then I'm going to take my, there it is. It's hiding under the NSG tape there.
Now, Josh, sometimes
My
I see
twisty
you
turn
use the
brush.
towel to put hold it down. Is that only in certain cases?
I pretty much do that almost every time. I'm just brushing his hair out real quick before
Okay.
I go in with
Before you do
towel.
that, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
What this does is it really makes sure that you're sealing and bonding everything together for a successful hold.
Sorry. My bad. Did not mean to just booty bump you. I was getting my left stretch on right here.
Just trying to knock me out. And now I have a system laid down. I'm just going to take my NSG spray bottle. I'm going to mist this hair down lightly. I don't want to soak it because I don't want that water to go through the lace of his system and affect his
Adhesion.
his application.
Yeah.
My brain wasn't braining there for a second.
We're almost done. I can see why. This is your third client, right? Or is it your
Yes,
fourth?
third.
Third, yeah.
So now I'm just going to go in and get him blow dried. Now, one thing that's really cool, so Eric comes to me to get his NSG system done. However, he has a specific barber that he goes to for his haircut.
Okay.
He likes his haircut a very specific way. And what's really cool is for like the past, I don't know how many months, I've been telling him, tell your barber to get into NSG.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing service to be into. And he told me today when he came in, hey, guess what? My barber's actually going to be taking your class in San Antonio. So that's super, super
There you
exciting.
go. See, the word of mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Word of mouth.
So I'm just blow drying his hair, getting it nice and styled for him. And once I get it mostly in place, I'm just going to take a little bit of product just to kind of finalize that style. And we've got 6 minutes, guys, to take advantage
That's
of
it.
our special pricing for tonight.
Why don't you say real quick, Josh, one more time last time what the pricing is for NSG, and then I'll talk
So,
about DC.
one more
And how much
time.
money you made in these 2 hours, Josh.
Yes. So one more time for NSG, our classes are typically $9.99 for online and $14.99 for hands-on. But we are doing a little kind of summer discount. And again, we don't know when
How long
these
it's
prices
be,
are going to start, when these prices are going to end. But our hands-on is going for $9.99, and our online is going for $6.99.
And they get 5% off if they sign up tonight.
Yeah, in 5 minutes.
Yes.
And with that being said, we have wrapped up with our third and final client of the evening. So that brings my total profit up to, I can't see it on the screen,
You don't want me adding. I don't.
405.
There we go.
So that was 2 hours.
Yeah.
Now, when you get your speed up and your experience, you can easily get this done in that time frame without needing an assistant. There's been many times where I'm, in here and I typically get Eric's reapplication done start to finish in about, under 40 minutes?
Especially when you're not having to answer questions.
And the more frequently your clients come in, the better off it's going to be because the adhesive won't be as broken down. So again, in this last 2 hours, I made over $400 in profit. Now that's not total service costs. That is after deducting my product costs. So that is money in my pocket.
Right in your pocket.
In my pocket,
Yeah.
yes, which is amazing.
And I do love what you said, how Eric's barber now. Eric, that's great that you encourage your barber to become now part of the NSG family.
Yeah, super excited. Give me more options here in Dallas.
Yeah. That's great. See what you did, Josh?
Yes.
All right. We only have about 3 more minutes. So I know you're on the timer right now.
I managed to do it. I finished it. I'm doing my final tie off and I got it done. And here's something I
I
want
love
to
this
show,
color.
a sneak peek.
Gorgeous.
This is going to be one of our new colors coming out at the end of the summer. This
I
is the
love
piano
it.
color. It is absolutely stunning. She was a little model with one of these colors, so be looking for these to come soon. So this will be one of the new ones.
That's beautiful.
It creates that color dimension
Mm-hmm.
without having to add that color in. So I have to say I did give them the incorrect price for this. With this service being finished, I normally in my salon would have charged $225 for this, but we did the total, we'll go ahead and say minus any product charges, was $185. So what does that make my total at? $345 for 2 hours of my time. So plus us stopping and doing other things. So technically,
And doing a whole live. so.
exactly, I have to do these other things. If I was just focused purely on the salon, probably would have even been able to start client number 3.
Right.
So absolutely a service where you can really truly make great profit.
Absolutely.
So I think we're ready for the final prizes and the final winner.
I know. I think we're going to be heading on over to that. So we'll be back. Don't go away. Dreamcatchers NSG Live. And we got a big, big check coming.
We all know not everyone working behind the chair is a social media specialist, and it can be so intimidating offering a new service without a way to properly market yourself or your salon.
So Dreamcatchers and NSG have compiled an amazing eye-catching media library for all of our certified stylists to use in order to engage future clients and boost your business.
No more stressing about whether your content is up to par or spending hours trying to edit the perfect video when you could be focused on other aspects of your career.
We want to share the unique, creative work that we've put together over the years in order to connect our stylists and barbers, showcasing high-quality media on top of high-quality hair.
Our media libraries have a multitude of content to choose from. you can post announcements about the new service you're providing, samples of looks done with 100% Remy Human hair you have access to, and so much more.
When you complete a course through DC or NSG, these videos become available to you instantly.
So you can post them to your social media and start making money right away.
This service is one of a kind and just another reason as why you should get certified as a hair extension artist through Dreamcatchers and a hair replacement expert through NSG.
Join the tens of thousands of other stylists and barbers certified with us and find out why we're considered the best in the industry.
I think working with Dreamcatchers can be successful because you have a really great team behind you. Everyone that I've met so far has been super helpful, and I know that the team of influence and educators are people that I've looked up to for years and I've worked alongside with.
With Dreamcatchers, you gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of hands-on. You're able to ask questions openly and get a lot of feedback that you can use for teaching and stuff like that.
There is no shedding. It's much more dense. You get way more bang for your buck for the price that you're spending. As a customer, I've been much happier with the Dreamcatchers hair than I have been with competitors, and that's why I actually came into working with Dreamcatchers.
I know my followers will love Dreamcatchers, and I think it will benefit their clients because it's been a very large moneymaker in the salon. But when you want to talk about client loyalty, giving your clients confidence and making them feel beautiful is something that's going to make them continue to come back to you and consider you as a very important role in their life. And I think Dreamcatchers Extensions offers that quality and can give your clients that confidence that the stylist can deliver.
All right, folks, so we're back live again. Now, here's the problem that I'm faced with. Everybody says to me, Chris, geez, you can't stop talking. And we're on the clock right now, so I don't have a choice but to stop talking. So that being said, I just want to say firstly to all of you amazing stylists out there, I just need you to understand that you are the lifeblood to this industry, for us particularly. We're not this big, massive organization with billions of dollars. We are an extended family. I'd like to say that because I think it's very important for you guys to know that each and every one of you folks are very important to us. And from a standpoint that I like to look at it, it is an extended family. We've got some great educators here. We've got a budding expert right here. This guy here, love him to death. You know, it's important for you to understand that we've introduced NSG. The reason behind that is just a little bit of a snapshot. I was a partner for one of the largest non-surgical hair replacement companies in the world for a very long time, and wasn't allowed to do it in the United States when I first arrived. So what did we go for? Extensions. And now that we've got the pleasure of introducing NSG, it really is a life-changing exercise. I've been an NSG client for 20 years, and a lot of people say, Chris, you've got a great looking head of hair. Well, thumbs up to me. So there you go. I think it's a great product. I think that everybody that gets involved with NSG will understand it's an extension of, excuse the pun, the extension world. And again, we held a competition. We had a lot of entries, and some of the results were really mind-blowing. We've got some really good experts, and we've got some budding experts. One of them is immediately on my right-hand side here. So I'm proud to say thank you, Nikki, for being part and entering. I think that's worth a round of applause for a start. I think that she was amazing, and to actually see her wearing some of the product and looking that good is important. So without all the long-winded story that I was about to deliver, we are going to give her the check, and I'm going to say to you right now, I think I said this earlier to her tonight, champagne's on her. We're going to check for $20,000. In fact, second thoughts, I'm giving it myself. $20,000 for the winner, and Nikki, you really are deserving. Thank you so much. Big hug for you.
Thank you.
This to me is going to be something that I hope is going to be well spent. And I hope that you go and pronounce yourself to everybody in the world out there just really what a special stylist you are. From our standpoint, from Marlis's standpoint, I know that her and the other educators, Dorothy, for example, have all gone through a long-winded process of choosing the winner. And I got to say, well done, girl. Really, to you, that is fantastic. So again, here is the trophy, and I hope you put that in a very proud
in her
position.
brand new salon. She just opened.
Oh my God, really? Congratulations. This is exciting, right?
And she said she made her video with intention for us to be able to reuse it. And I said her, oh, honey, we will. Like it was.
But I heard it was 13 hours in the making. We're not going to be showing all 13 hours of it, okay? But once again, thank you so much. To all the audience out there, you guys have been great, but especially to this crew here, you guys have been amazing. We really are proud to be part of the hair extension world. And again, you guys out there really do mean the world to us. And that's a sincere thank you for your involvement, for your love and appreciation. And again, just join us on the next live. We love bringing you the education. It's free, and take advantage of the good prices we've got going on for the summer. So once again, you are going to go and join Marlis and give us some more prizes.
Do we want to see her video?
Well, real quick, while we switch
Right?
to
Hey,
that
let's do
table,
that.
let's play her video.
Yeah.
And then
If
we'll meet
you've
you at the
got it,
prize
we'd
table.
love to see it.
Here's a
And
champion
again,
winner, the video.
there
Right,
you
Chris?
go. All righty. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all.
All right, I love
cannot
that.
get enough of that video.
I
So
can see
good.
how it took 13 hours. You can see that you put a lot of time and energy into it. All the dream catchers you got. I mean, you killed it, girl.
Every little detail.
Yeah, Vivis is no joke. And when you're pairing with extensions and all that work, and then just the detail you took in every way that the camera moved and the B-roll, it was just fantastic. Yeah. I was obsessed. I said, everybody better come hard if they want to beat this video, but no one quite could.
It's great.
So,
And now you got your gifts and your amazing trophy and cash, and now we're going to give back some as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got, Nikki? Who's our first winner?
So our first winner is Jody Hernandez. We're gonna get a babyless curling
Oh.
iron, and we're not
it's
gonna.
live, people. It's live.
We'll give you will actually work.
We'll give you one. I mean, it's the room.
It's a long night.
All right, and then our second winner, is going to be Marilyn Owens on YouTube, and that's they are getting a babyless flat iron.
Yes, that I won't throw.
And Marla, so how do we make sure that they get this?
Yes, so winners, social media at dreamcatchers.com with an S, your name, your address, and your phone number. Make sure and send them so we can send you your prize.
And
then we
Nikki, the
got
last one.
We have some babyless clippers for Nick Ramirez on YouTube.
Really don't want to throw these. No. That would be very, very badly. Congratulations, these clippers are phenomenal.
Anything else you want to say, Nikki, before we are wrapping this up?
I am just so grateful, for this opportunity that you are giving to other people. For me, I just opened a salon. I am in a lot of debt. So that money is really going to help me with that. And I really want to get some new merch for my salon. Shameless plug. Okay. Scandalous Artistry on Instagram. I want to get that and some new lighting for the shop as well. So thank you so much.
Congratulations. You deserve it. Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. We'll be back next month, same time. And probably, we don't know the date yet, but always the same time, 6 to 8.
Yes, 6 to 8 for sure.
Yes, and so we'll see you again from all of us here at NSG and DC. We'll see you again. Thanks, y'all.
Bye, guys.
If your love for hair burns bright, it's time to turn your passion into profit. Dreamcatcher's hair extensions help you build the six-figure business you've dreamed of. We have head educators ready to teach you a whole new level of artistry and success through our hair extensions. Imagine the thrill of giving clients the volume, length, and the confidence they crave. Sign up for a Dreamcatchers class and never experience an empty chair. Also, take advantage of our summer certification special. Learn all 4 systems for an unbelievable $249 for online classes, or $349 for our 2-day hands-on classes. With these amazing prices, not only does this include our certification, but you also get this incredible toolkit valued at over $400, which contains every component you need to do all 4 systems. More services equals more money. It's that simple. We don't just provide education, we equip you for success. Our marketing materials make it easy to convert interest into paying clients. Dreamcatcher's hair extensions aren't just a service, they're the key to transforming your career. We all know that we are in a service industry, so it's clear the more services you offer, the more money you will make. It's not as hard as you think. Dreamcatchers helps you go from classes to clients with ease. A lot of stylists get certified in advanced color, cutting, etc. So why not add the most profitable service in the industry to your portfolio and get certified with Dreamcatchers? Sign up now and give every client the hair of their dreams while also maintaining that six-figure income goal. Elevate your skills and maximize your earnings with Dreamcatchers. Sign up with Dreamcatchers and find out how by calling us at 1-855-DREAM-TEAM.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career behind the chair and start turning your passion into profit? We want to help you build your career from the ground up. With the proper tools and education, you can outshine your peers and make money that exceeds your highest expectations. Raise the bar with NSG and learn the magic of non-surgical hair replacement. NSG is beyond an aesthetic service. You're not just offering hair replacement, you're offering a life-changing experience. Also, take advantage of our summer certification extravaganza for a limited time only. Whether you sign up for classes online or in person, you're guaranteed the best education at the most affordable price. When you join our live webinar, you'll receive a 5% discount on both our online and hands-on courses. We also provide marketing strategies that streamline clients straight to your chair. Join the NSG network and be certified alongside the best of the best. Achieve business excellence and a six-figure salary while creating a new level of confidence for yourself and your clients. NSG, the most profitable service in the industry.